And welcome back. ASSITEJ South Africa is once again participating in the ASSITEJ International World Day of Theatre for Children and Young People to take a child to the theatre today campaign this month. This campaign promotes and celebrates the importance of encouraging the young to take part in the art of theatre. Take a Child to the Theatre Day places emphasis on ensuring that all children and young people have quality theatre made especially for them. Now, to tell us a bit more about the campaign, we are joined in studio by a very familiar face, Kgomotso Christopher, who is an ASSITEJ ambassador. Good morning and welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for coming. So, firstly, let's just go through what the campaign is all about.
Well, firstly, it's in line with World Theatre Day for children and young audiences, as you say. And it's a message that we use to celebrate that day, which is actually commemorated on the 20th of March. And it really is just an avenue and a platform for us as arts practitioners and people who care about the arts and the arts getting down to young children. It's a platform for us to say, on this day, let us remember the importance of exposing our young children and audiences to the arts and to the theatre.
Speaking about exposing young children, what is the importance of actually exposing them to theatre?
Well, first of all, we can't forget that children, like us as adults, are cultural citizens. And it's so important also at a very, very young age to expose children to the gift of imagination. The gift of imagination is something that we lose as adults, and it's something that really children have. And the arts allows us an avenue in which we can capture that and we can explore our lives. I think also importantly is, as much as theatre and creative products are viewed as entertainment, but I think looking at the world in a way in which we can actually reflect on the problems of our world in a creative way, through plays, through music, through dance, is another way in which we actually exist as citizens and exist as cultural people, really.
All right, now Kgomotso, television and rather films and TV dramas have really now taken over. Do you think that theatre is still something that is being celebrated or something that is still embraced by, the people and especially the youth?
I think this is actually one of the main reasons when we have a campaign like Take a Child to the Theatre today, is that the world is changing and technologically things are happening that we can't really control. But I think what's really important in making sure that theatre doesn't die and doesn't suffer is to nurture future theatre audiences. And that can only start at a young age. If you learn to appreciate the arts, dance and music at a very young age, then in the future you're going to fill all those seats in theatre. I don't think it's a dying art. I think we just are not nurturing and developing future audiences.
Now, as part of this day, I understand that there will be art organizations, academics and teachers, as well as artists who will be, taking part in the day. What will their specific roles be?
So the most important part of the campaign is obviously the Take a Child to the Theatre Day. So yesterday we had a collaboration with the People's Theatre where we took children from Nkosi's Haven and various children and families that were invited over to experience the joy of watching a play. Some of these children, it's the first time they actually get to watch a production. So the main form of doing this is to take a child to the theatre. We have various workshops as ASSITEJ throughout the year, but definitely around World Theatre Day, they are focused on putting out programs, inviting children, orphanages to come to various programs across the country.
All right, you actually just spoke about workshops. Yes. I understand that it's Vamos Theatre from the UK will be hosting workshops.
Yes.
What are these workshops all about?
This one in particular is a mask skills workshop, and it's amazing because ASSITEJ works not only to enhance and to expand the access to theatre, but also to provide the skills. If you want to be a practitioner who wants to make theatre for young children and audiences, you need the skills. And mask work and mask technique is something that we know is hugely popular, obviously, in the space of theatre and certainly in the world of live performances that is very, that children respond to quite well. So this workshop is specifically for mask making.
Now let's talk about numbers, approximately how many children are taking part and maybe which areas are covered.
ASSITEJ South Africa is around the country, Johannesburg, Cape Town, and all the regions really have independent workshops that they're doing. So the Vamos workshop is in Johannesburg. There's also a workshop and a family festival tomorrow on the 21st of March in Observatory in Cape Town. And so basically the way that ASSITEJ works, it works with organizations to in themselves independently do work in light of World Theatre Day. And then there are specific workshops which are facilitated specifically by ASSITEJ.
Right, and those people that are interested in finding out more, or maybe even taking part in the day, how can they get that information?
If you go to www.assitej.org.za, all the information is there that's pertinent to your region of the country.
All right, thank you so much for joining us, Kgomotso. It's been a pleasure having you on the show.
Thank you.
All right, that was Kgomotso Christopher, who is an ASSITEJ ambassador, talking to us about the Take a Child to the Theatre Day, which aims to emphasize the importance of theatre